Yes, hello, my name is Ox and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Finally back in the day. Well, we have some DSA news. First of all, about my YouTube channel, I'm I've obviously been absent over the past kind of year. But I'm looking to improve on YouTube channel. I've actually set a Twitch channel. Link in the description will be to that Twitch channel can be found in the description below. But basically, I'm gonna be trying to do one YouTube upload and one Twitch stream now. I'm getting a little bit distracted because there's a lot of distracting things around me at the moment. But without further ado, let's head on in and let's look at the new thing that's coming in Disney Sorcerers of the Moon, which is Wade, ladies and gentlemen. We have got news on Wade. This was teased I think a few months ago actually. Now obviously I would go find it, but I'm trying to not edit my YouTube videos so I can just go on out. But this was yesterday at 8:46 a.m. I was gonna do it in the stream yesterday, but unfortunately I've gone away. But I'm gonna be coming out right in this video. You do not want to miss it. Now basically, I'm not sure what weights are. I haven't come that background, but it's been one of the most exciting things that we have been waiting for probably at least a month now. It was teased by the Little Mermaid Facebook probably a month back when it showed a video of characters Stitch, Ariel, Jack Sparrow, I think Captain Hook was there maybe, and then obviously Ursula coming up as the Wade boss. But let's just go deep in with me. I'm going to be looking at every question and answer and giving any more information. So it's also, hello cinemas. We're excited about the introduction of Wade, so we put together this Q&A with our development team to answer some questions. Why did you choose Ursula as a Wade boss? That's a very good question. Why? Ursula is one of the most prominent and popular Disney villains. We have always known that she is the perfect candidate to showcase within the Wade's feature, adapting some unforgettable Ursula moments from Disney's The Little Mermaid into the game has been a large, fun challenge and a really captured within the game. So obviously that's kind of like straightforward answer. I can't really say anything more than that. Only that we could be seeing with more weight. If there is more weight, I'm not gonna get to it. I haven't actually read over this myself. But if there is more weight, if there's not just Ursula, then this could be a way that we see like popular Disney villains. Will weights be a similar format with a new boss to chase? Weights offer an extremely difficult challenge for a club to work on together. So obviously we know it's going to be something to do with clubs, such as what they've done with the tower events. There may be other formats so long as it satisfies the depth, scale, and overall epic feeling of a Wade battle. Do you have a preferred timing for launching Wade? This is a very popular question. We've always known that Wades were going to come to the game, but there's not been a definite set in stone timeline in place to do it. We always want to make sure that the rewards for completing a Wade are desirable, whether it be new gear pieces, aka potentially the second half of tier 7 gear that people are needing, excuse me, or something very flashy, a completely new character. So that means we could potentially be getting out an Ursula playable character. That would be pretty fun. I think the balance between heroes and villains in DSA is very balanced. But again, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't know if it's Ursula. We'll just keep waiting. We'll keep our finger on the pulse to identify a window that makes the most sense for Wade to be released. Now, I'm going to talk about this question at the end because I did have some theories about it, so I'll just wait until the end. Once Wade is released, what is the next big feature you would like to work away overall on to improve? There's always something we're looking to add and improve on. In the new direction, we have our eyes looking towards some PvP modes as well as clan modes. This is huge news. Like we could, so that means that once weights are released and probably when all they fixed all the bugs and stuff, they will then work on new things to release. I think if there is a PvP mode, potentially a new way of doing it is having like a PvP system where you can PvP your club mates. Or maybe you do, or maybe they will introduce 2v2 or 3v3 PvP, or maybe even 5v5 PvP. And on club modes, obviously, I don't think that there's like obviously club dungeon. I think that's actually the only club mode. So it would be good to get some more stuff. So alright, so I actually just we will work on such improve towards some PvP modes as well as some collect modes. That's kind of in the Kuwait, not the improve one. What are you most worried about when releasing your first wave? So obviously, the rest of these questions I'm gonna kind of sum up. Basically, they're saying that there's little moving pieces involved in quitting. I'm probably just gonna read the whole thing actually. There's those features as it's the unknowns that worry most. So there are things that can arise from critical mass are very difficult to replicate internally through testing. Beyond that, simply ensuring that weight our feature is as a feature it really captures the awesomeness that is Ursula. So basically, I think they're making it so that it's witty and to its best as I don't think they want to do what they had to do with the past with Cup Conquest, what they've had to have major improvement on. What are you excited to learn about the game and community from releasing weights? We are all excited to hear people's first experience within the weights themselves. We put a number of unique mechanics in the weights, even one or two secrets to be discovered. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. What happens if the last level of the Ocean is too easy to complete? What will you do? If it were too easy, then we'll have to take steps correctly to correct it. So it means that maybe the next way we get obviously might be a bit harder. I think it's I kind of like to solve that. How many times a week do you expect top tier to attempt a high score level of the weight? Again, I'm probably not gonna. I don't really know much about weight, so I can't really say. We don't want any club to feel going to play a weight over and over and over without breathing. We have mechanics in place to follow it, so every club has a period of time to collaborate, talk about the next weight attempt, and strategize. How will you get weights launched? This is an important one. Clubs will have an item that is owned by club members throughout various game modes. Each player will have a maximum amount they can contribute to the game, but once a club manager reaches a club leader or co-leader may spend the item on initiating a weight battle. Now what's interesting, it says if they say may spend the item. But so that makes me wonder, is there something else to do with that item? We'll have to find out. At the other hand, requirements for weight. Mostly talks about star rarity. So you have because there will be difficult levels. And any characters that will have benefits from using them in the weight. Yes, there are when such as Prince Eric and Finger and more some such effects may prove variable within the weight. So I would assume that if like that villain, if for example we get, I can't think of a Disney villain that is in the game. King Candy from Wake Up Ralph. Once we finally get the rest of the Wake Up Ralph team, the Wake Up Ralph team may have some advantages. Is there a way to leave a way better you thought you could do more damage and with drive or use easily the way balance such as fully or forfeiting option? All characters in the battle will be usable again, but that would cost you an attempt for the day. Again, not too sure what to find out. I know, this is actually taken honey events late, this around like character progression, we wait on multiple tiers gated behind star levels or other. It's kind of thinking, each time will have sort of requirement. We will also be play with characters that apart from a wave boss. Yes, she will. And they talk about where we will also have some devastating power for abilities that might definitely take matters in their own tentacles rather than spoiled from it. Can simply say to hang time with real characters, which is available in the game. That's not important. The gear, however, is important. So if you're, for example, like me, a tier, I just actually recently got area up to tier 6. So this mode will be good for people especially for people who are working on tier 6 gear. And it will also be a new primary source of tier 7 materials. And there's ingredients that can be created away with, and there will be even a way exchange, which looks pretty good to me. Mini rewards. It doesn't look like they're gonna be giving mini rewards like the towers. Like you reach a certain score, you get like $10,000. You get not $10,000. You get 10,000 coins. So you just have to wait to the end. This video that will cry on cloud population. Yes, we've got some very exciting exclusive new games. A playable version of Osha will be a brand new character exclusive to X. And wait, how often will Osha wait, so it looks like the Osha Wave will be staying on one for a while. Again, I'm just skimming for it. You can read all of this in the Discord. I'll try to link that link might be down below. But basically all it's saying, and it also says, will there be wounds to be gaining weight? It says we don't have plans to bring mobility wound upgrades. That's a bit sad, I must be honest, as there actually isn't any way to get ability wounds, but hey, who knows? So obviously I'm gonna go back to my theory. Again, you can read all this in the Discord. But the theory was around not having to get weight. It was near this. Do you have a preferred timing for launching weight? Now, this is just a theory. I'm not confirming this because I have no clue. But I think, given that they're telling us now, and given that we've got many teasers. I think we got a teaser. Obviously, we got the Facebook teaser a month ago. We then got another teaser literally about a day before this came out. Also, you don't have to go to Discord to read this. You can actually just remember you can go to your mail, the news section, and it'll be there. Q&A, I think it's Q&A with developers. But what's interesting is the fact that is how not interesting. I'm sorry. Oh, so let me say my theory. So my theory is that because they're telling us now that we could potentially be getting this, within a few weeks. Now, obviously, with October, with Halloween next year, we're in the spooky season. It would seem kind of the right time. However, again, I would say that. However, it might not be really. But I definitely do think we'll be getting it before Christmas. So it's kind of like just under 2 month gap. Well, actually today is the 25th, so it's actually 2 months till Christmas. So they've gone 2 months. I do expect it to come out before Christmas. If it does, I would say that it might not. That at least it wouldn't come out until probably the Elsa event has come out. However, it could be very near, given that. Let me just go here. However, it could be very near, given that we've got this information now. I'm sorry, there was something else I was gonna say around it, but I don't remember. Oh no, that's right. I think we're gonna be near it because given that we've had a lot of the Triton Tower, King Triton Towers, very occasionally. Like I think over the past 4 weekends, we had Triton, Stitch came last week, and now we're back on Triton. And I do think that we could be preparing for raids within probably the next 2 weeks. I would probably say that we might be getting that we might get another Triton next weekend, next update, or maybe the wave will start next update. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. And that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for watching again. If you want to read all the information, there will be a link down in the description to the Discord. You can also just go into the game and just read it there. Also, if you have in my Discord, you may have noticed that it's kind of down at the moment. I am actually working on fixing that. Probably it will be out next weekend. Also, mentioned this earlier in the video. I have stopped streaming on YouTube. I'm gonna start streaming using Twitch. It's not that it's easier. It's kind of easier. But like it's a consistent stream key, and basically I just love it. Thanks for watching. My name's Dexter. Channel links will be down in the description, and I'll see you next week for one video of the week.